and welcome back. It's Matt Rogers. It's the 4th of the 10th 2017. Now I've got a couple of videos that have just come in from kind subscribers from different parts of the world. I've got one from the 1930s from Rio de Janeiro from a kind subscriber gentleman, and also I've got a lady subscriber as well, sent footage in from Monaco from the 1980s, and other footage for the UK as well from another kind subscriber, showing the skies were a lot different back in the day, and also the blueness of the sky, no shadows, no chemtrails, just normal cloudings and light skies. And also I've got fantastic images from all across the world to show you that our skies have changed. So please again enjoy this video, and I'll be back very shortly. Okay, this first piece of footage has come in by Ruby from Monaco, and you can see the skies are absolutely clear on this vintage video from the 1980s. No chemtrails, just blue skies, no shadows, no red haze, no reflections. Just a bright sunny day. You can see clearly on the buildings, everything looks natural. Look at the skies, just very blue and very bright. As our soul, the sun, is just behaving the way it is. Look again, the blue skies and the cloud system as well. Everything is just right on this video, and we just want our skies back the way it is. You can see again the cloud systems, and this also kind subscriber zooms into the clouds and then zooms back out. As you can see on the video that's going to happen now. You can see them clouds, can't you? Okay, so that was very interesting, wasn't it, seeing that video footage of clear skies in Monaco back in the 1980s. Now I'm going to show you a video that's come in by another kind subscriber from Rio de Janeiro from the 1930s. You can still see blue skies, no chemtrailing and no dark haze as well, just normal sky system. Now also you can see on the screen, can't you, that I've got my graphic up on the screen. It's just that I do a lot of music as well, like editing and mixing as well, so I'm just sorting out my sounds as I'm going through the video. So again, please enjoy this next piece of footage. Okay, we've got a video that's coming as well from Rio de Janeiro. I mean, look at the skies. Can you see how blue and nice and no shadows, no chemtrails? Now this is going back a long time, many years back, and you can just see how evident everything looks healthy, no chemtrails. Everything there on the screen is just the way it should be now. Can you see as well the reflection on the buildings, just normal colour of the sun? Look at all the normal natural clouds, no chemtrails, blue skies, everything is fine. But now we have reflections in our skies, and I believe to this day we have wormwood that's coming closer to our Earth, because we are seeing huge shadows. We're far too many chemtrails that are pulling the wool. They're hiding something that's up there. As you can see on the screen here, everything is absolutely perfectly fine. Look at the beautiful skies on this image. Okay, we saw that footage, didn't we, from Rio de Janeiro there. Now that is a long time ago, and the skies were just beautiful like they should be now, but again we've got these huge shadows, haven't we? Red reflections from either side of the soul, proving something is coming. And again, I'm going to show you some footage from the UK from the 1960s to the 1970s. So please watch the skies on this short video clip. Okay, you can see on this next video clip as well of the UK, and this is back in the 1960s. And also, can you tell that people look happy, they look well, they look cheerful in this video clip, as now these days people look more depressed and anxious. No chemtrails, people just enjoying a normal day. You can see the reflection as well from the yellow sun. I mean, these people are just having a nice day on the beach, and there is no chemtrail activity. Look at the skies. Look at the blueness of the skies, and also the reflection of the sun, the soul. Everything looks just normal. Okay, we've got footage here from Los Angeles in New York. Now, this footage was taken in 1984. You can see the skies haven't been chemtrailed. There's no red haze in the sky. No chemtrails at all. Again, you can see clearly that the skies are just blue. There's no haze. There's no activity at all. There's no of the white object up there in the skies or shadows. Again, these are genuine photograph of images and also videos of the skies from the past. Look again, blue skies. Yes, it's the evening skies you can see now, but no chemtrails. There is no chemtrails on these videos whatsoever. Look at the healthiness of these trees. Everything you see is just absolutely normal. So I'm going to move on to another last piece of footage, then I'm going to go to subscribers' images, but you can see clearly everything's fine. Here's another piece of footage that's come in by Richard from the USA, and he sent this video in just moments ago. Now, zooming back on this recording from 1980, you can see as well, look at the blue sky, no chemtrails. Look how healthy the beach is. I mean, look, no pollution, no nothing as well. I mean, look at, there is not a chem plane in sight. Can you see this on the screen? Nothing whatsoever. Just beautiful blue skies. Everything looks healthy and beautiful. People just enjoying their day and also exercising. You can see also just healthy looking cloud systems. Beautiful beaches and also no planes, no chems. Just all this footage that you see on the screen, you can also tell as well that people are happy, very merry back them days, as all them chemicals are now affecting a lot of people, making them very sad and depressed. People just enjoying their day. Back in the day it was like that. People were smiling. It was good then, back then. So it is very important to look at the footage from the past and then compare it to the future, because we're going to now show you some of these images. Okay, now we've seen the videos of the skies to what they were like in the past, and now we're going to see the videos of skies that are now recent. We've got some fantastic images from many people that are showing the proof that there is something that's absolutely completely wrong. Now we're seeing these dark reflections, this pink haze every single day, reflections from heavenly objects. And skeptics don't want this information to come out. You can see this clearly when on the comment board as well. It is a situation that no one wants this to come out, this truth of these events. So please again enjoy these images, because now we're going to show you what the skies are like right now. Okay, so now we've got images that are here. Okay, now I've got a video to show you from Mr. Neil Oakley, a fantastic friend, and he's very genuine, very passionate about this, because he is a true NIBIRU believer, and he knows that the system is coming. He sees the dark skies, he sees this red haze, and he's seen those heavenly bodies. That's why he's so persistent at his work, being persistent to showing you the videos that he produces all the time. Please watch his channel, because he is a kind, respected gentleman that's out for the truth. Now I'm going to play this video from Neil as well. Now again, look at the other videos that you just saw from the past, and please watch his footage. Okay, it was a short video, but you can clearly see what they do early hours of the morning. Now I apologise the video cut short there and broke, but again, it is just evident, isn't it? I mean, look on the screen. This is what we're seeing in our skies every single day now. This strange red haze on those cloud systems, and again, thousands of feet high chemtrails. Let's move on to other people's images, and Neil, please have a safe evening. Okay, we've got this image that's coming from Mario from Italy. Now he states that every single day for the past years it is sure 100% evident that he's seeing a red haze from the other side as the sol is rising. He sees the dark skies and also this huge light source, this pink reflection, this haze. And he's also stated in an email from many years back in the 1980s, he's never seen this pink haze. And he's absolutely right that we have not seen this pink reflection from many years ago. It's here now, isn't it? So something is with our sun. Here is Mario's other image. This was taken just after 6 AM in the morning. You can see again the colour of the soul and also this pink reflection from Wormwood. There is another reflection in our skies. Thank you for your footage, and also big respect to you for sending these in. Okay, we've got this next photograph come in from Melissa Hester from Ohio. Now, can you see that pink reflection again? And these unnatural cloud formations. And also, look above, here on the screen, you can see this dark shadow. Look at all this as well. This is not natural. This is poison, all of it. And this pink haze, this is to cover the truth. And you can see the soul colour here to the right hand side. Our skies have changed. They really have. Because no one in the past saw these skies. Now they're so different. Also in this image as well, just before sunrise, you can also check those chemtrails. Can you see that red haze, that red colour on them as well? Just before sunrise, something else is reflecting on them. The powers that be know that this is here now. They can't keep hiding it from us. The game is up. More strange chemtrails. Can you see again this strange formation, twisted? Look at it, it's every single where now, isn't it? Everywhere we're seeing this. Just more chemtrails again. You can see the lines in the skies, can't you, in all this haze. I mean, all of it is just everywhere is being sprayed. And thank you for this as well. These are coming from Michael David Whiteford, and this subscriber is coming from the USA. Again, more spraying. Okay, we've got more footage as well that's come in from Dave Dalton. He is also in the USA, and he states as well that he's studied the skies for many years. He lives in this area, and he's noticed the sun has changed its colour. It is now a white object in the sky. And he states as the sun rises, as the earth is rotating, the skies get much darker and dimmer through the day, in the afternoon. Let me show you the next image as well. Here on the next photograph you can just see how dim it is, and this white object that's up there. Just more evidence coming through. And he states that during the late evening they really truly chemtrail hard on the horizons. You can also just start to see the chemtrail activity now here to the right hand side. This object here is covering up the soul. I mean, the sky is too dim in this time of the day. This also clearly shows of a mixed chemicals in our skies. This is from Freelance Christ, another fantastic man that shows images all the time. And in New York, look clearly at the skies. I mean, there's other colours up there as well. Reflections and creamy, chemy skies. It is a huge mixture of dangerous, toxic waste. These next attachments are coming in from Sheila from Pinehurst. Now, she's noticed that huge reflection. Now, the photograph's quite blurry, but you can clearly see the chemtrails and all that ash again. Thousands of feet high, and there is an object that's behind it all, this reflecting. We saw these on other images from different subscribers all across Earth. I mean, look at this. You can see that red reflection too as well. Something is behind, reflecting through that, all that, and they don't want you to see this. So another fantastic shot, proving there's something there. And also, when looking at this image closely, just again, remember those skies from the past that we saw at the beginning of this video. Zooming back on this image, what this kind lady's done, you can see clearly, can't you, that the skies in the past were never like this now. There's something seriously wrong. Look again, you've got this reflection. Many people call it a sundog. but we never had a sundog in our skies ever in the past. There was no such thing. I mean, look at the dark sky again. Everything is changed. The colour of the Sol is changed. This strange reflection on the horizon has changed. We are starting to see ash in the sky, and also iron oxide reflecting on chemtrails. There's a big difference to our skies and to our Earth now than what it was before. We lived on a very clean planet. Everything was fine until now. Now they spray our skies, okay? We know that now. Every single one of us know that we are being chemtrailed, okay? And it's harming everything. Everything is being destroyed. It's affecting our weather patterns. That's why we get these strange storms that just come from nowhere and start battering the land. It is absolutely awful, isn't it? They know what's going on, the powers that be. They just don't want people to look up. They don't want you to see the truth. They keep coming out with these false flag media lies to try and dumb everybody down. I mean, look at this photograph again. This has just come in very recently. You can see clearly chemtrails. Now, I'm still getting 20 to 30 emails stating that they're just contrails. There is nothing to see but blue skies. Everything's fine. Well, we all know that everything is not fine. There is a huge problem on its way. You can see again those reflections. Cloaking technology. Look in the halo, it's much darker to the outer area, the blue sky, but look inside this halo. Look at the dark skies. Now the halo was only half the size. Now they've spread it out using this simulator technology to cover everything. Just another magnificent image proving that there is something wrong, and thank you for this. I mean, these images say it all, don't they? Everything is absolutely the wrong way around. Look how dark the land is as well. Now, if people from the 1930s and the 1980s looked at this, they would just know straight away that something is terribly wrong. But people, humanity around the world, have got so used to this now. I mean, this image as well from Gary, it's just come in moments ago as well, and he states as well that the skies are being cloaked. They're being hammered, and they do use HARP to cover everything. I mean, look at it up in the sky here on this photograph, and look at the trees. He states as well, for that time of the year, the trees are dying. They are not as healthy as they were on any other year. And as on the footage that you saw from Rio de Janeiro at the earlier on, the classic video, you could see that the trees were absolutely gleaming. They were healthy. Everything was healthy back then. Here we have as well a small piece of footage, okay, showing more evidence there's something wrong. Now, this chap is from Canada, and he is Sean, and Sean sends long emails in every single day, very persistent, sends a lot of photos in as well. And I'm going to play this video because he states as well something is very wrong. He sees this reflection and it's not from the Sol, he states, and they do chemtrail, spraying that haze on the horizon. Let me play the video for you now. Okay, what I'd done was I slowed the video down just afterwards, and I apologise that it cut out, as these videos have come from a long way away from the UK to many other parts of the world. So it's just picking up signal and things, and emails can sometimes do this. So I apologise for that, but again, look on the screen. There's another reflection that's coming up to the right side of the sun. So again, thank you, Sean, for this excellent piece of evidence to what's happening around the world. This is fantastic. Okay, I've got some information as well that I want to just explain to you as well. This information is called Awake number 5, 2017. When disaster strikes, step that can save lives. So I'm just going to go through this with you, because I believe also it's just very important for all of us to become aware of what to do when this huge event does come. And it will come in our lifetimes. So this information I'm going to give you is when disaster strikes, because people need to become aware of anything that happens really, like earthquakes, hurricanes, terrorist attacks, school shootings. Those terms appear in the headlines too often. Of course, it is one thing to read about a disaster, it is another to live through one. What can you do before, during and after a disaster to improve the likelihood of your survival? No one is immune to disaster. Preparation is the most important key to survival. But what does preparation involve? Prepare mentally. Acknowledge the fact that disasters happen and that you and your loved ones are potentially at risk. It is too late to prepare after a disaster strikes. Learn about disasters that can happen in your area. Know where the shelters are. Consider whether the construction of your home and its location are as safe as possible. Remove fire hazards, install smoke detectors, and change the batteries at least once a year, if not more often. Prepare emergency supplies. Power, water, phone and transportation services can fail. If you own a car, try to keep the fuel tank at least half full and always have food and water and an emergency kit in your home. See the box. Do you have what you need? Have access to the phone numbers and friends both near and far. Make the rehearse of an escape plan. Know the nearest exits in your building and well to the emergency plan of your children's school. Set up family meeting places such as schools and libraries, one nearby and after outside neighborhoods. Authorities recommend that you practice walking with your family to those meeting points. Plan to help others, including the elderly and the small. If the authorities order evacuation, leave immediately. In a fire, stay close to the floor and move quickly to the nearest exit. Smoke makes hard to see, and most fire deaths are caused by smoke inhalation. Leave behind personal items. Seconds make the differences between life and death. In an earthquake, get under sturdy furniture or next to an inside wall. Expect aftershocks and get outside and away from buildings as soon as you can. Trained rescuers may not arrive for hours, so try to rescue others if you can. In a tsunami, if the water suddenly rushes away from the shore, move quickly to the higher ground. Expect more than larger waves. In a tornado or a hurricane, go to a storm shelter without delay. In a flood, stay out of flooded buildings. Avoid wading in or driving through water. Flood water can contain sewage, and it also conceals dangerous chemicals including debris, open manholes and downed power lines. Did you also know that 2 feet of moving water can carry a car away? Most deaths in floods result when people try to drive through moving water. If the authorities order evacuation, please leave immediately. Let friends know where you are, and they may risk their lives looking for you. Did you also know text messaging may be more reliable than telephone voice service? If the authorities direct residents to remain in the homes as sheltered place, stay inside in case of an outdoor chemical, biological or nuclear accident or incident. Stay indoors. Turn off ventilation and seal all doors and windows. Also, when a heavenly body or some natural disaster that occurs, everybody must remain indoors. Okay, do you have what you need? Disaster management organizations urge families to store and annually update emergency supplies. Of course, needs will vary according to the location of circumstances, so check with local emergency management systems for recommendations that could be applied in your area. In general, it is recommended that you keep at least 3 gallons of water per person and 3 days of non-perishable, ready-to-eat foods. Also, some families have prepared go bags with such items as the following. You would need blankets for bedding and pillows. We would also need warm clothing to keep us warm, and sturdy, comfortable shoes to just keep us safe, and also to, as we will be doing a lot of walking. Having a first aid kit and a whistle to signal for help is very important. Stocking up with medicines and bandages and all other things that are very important. Also having tools as well, a toolkit, as we would need this. And also matches, waterproof matches, because there'd be a lot of bad weather that'll be around us all the time. Storms, hurricanes, and also tsunamis. This is very important to be able to have these items. Eating utensils. As you can see on this Roman knife set. Spoon, blade, spike, toothpick, fork. I mean, it is very important to have this as well for eating. Dust masks, waterproof tape and plastic sheeting for shelter. This sheeting will protect you from bad hurricanes, bad winds, and also water, rain, heavy rain. There is going to be a huge disaster, and this event is coming, so it is very important to be able to stock up on a lot of these things that are very important to us and our family members. Batteries are another form of energy. Once the power grid goes down, we need these batteries as well, because if there's radio signals of radio stations with alerts explaining where the safest places are to go for shelter, it's important that we be able to use the transmission of our radios so we can hear what's going on around us from other parts of the world or local areas. Having a local map as well is very important to be able to get around, because there will be lots of things that are broken and damaged in the area, so finding your way around is very important. Having a torch is very important too when walking around at night time, to be able to prepare yourself and keep safe, because there will be a lot of damage, as I said earlier on, cars overturned, things, glass everywhere across the roads, and it is important to have these tools. It is also very important to wear gloves. Protective clothing is essential for your hands, because it would be so easy to be able to cut your hand, because again there would be sharp objects and also debris, rocks, stones, glass. I mean, it will be everywhere. Pens and pencils, paper is very important as well, to write diagrams down and information as well, to be able to contact, to send to other people, to let them know that everything's fine at your end. It's so important again to be able to document everything down through the day to prepare for the following day as well. We will also need toiletries as well, because the system, the sewage system, will break down. Everything will stop, so it is essential to have toothbrushes, toothpaste, soap, toilet roll. It really is very important for humanity. Large containers of water as well is very important for all of us. When people will look up to the skies and see the binary twin, Nemesis. It is, again, very important as well to not be just stuck on the fence with this. Please lock all windows and doors, because this is a real event and it's important to follow these instructions. It is also important to carry the Bible as well. Everybody needs to do this, as we all know that Wormwood is a true celestial body. After the disaster, keep your routine as normal as possible. To avoid disease and danger, consider the following recommendations. Stay with friends, if possible, rather than in a camp. Keep your living space clean. Use personal protective equipment. Clean up debris. If possible, wear gloves, sturdy shoes, a hard hat and dust mask. Beware of electrical wires and hidden embers. Keep your daily routine as normal as possible. Your children need to see that you're calm and hopeful. Do schools, lessons, play and worship as a family. Do not dwell on the news coverage of the tragedy, and do not take out your anxiety and frustration on family members. Accept help and help others. Acknowledge the disasters cause loss. Government and other relief efforts focus on helping people to survive, not on replacing everything that was lost. To survive, we need clean water, food, clothing and shelter from the weather. Recognize and address emotions of injury. This often surfaces after initial shock has passed. Symptoms include anxiety, depression, mood swings, as well as difficulty thinking, working and sleeping. Talk to caring friends. It is important that we stick and stand together, because we're all brothers and sisters. And when this does happen, we do need to stand as a community. Okay, that's just a short illustration to just speak about how to prepare, and I will do more of these illustrations as well to give out more information of how to accomplish, to prepare for your family members, yourself as well, because again, other things as well that need to be addressed to be able to survive this situation that's occurring now. Because I believe now, the more that we see these chemtrails, the more also that we see this strange object in the sky. Because when we see the past skies as well, and now we're seeing the skies here in 2017, there is a huge difference, a big problem up there now. And I believe still the powers that be are stopping the governments from opening their mouths to the general public to prepare. They don't want mass panic. They're only looking after themselves right now. So I'm going to now show you more subscribers' images that have come through. Okay, we've got an attachment come through from Roger Paul. Now, he sent a lot of images in for all of us to see from the USA. He states that the sky was very strange here as well. These are, again, just chemtrails. Can you see all this in the sky? Strange lines. Look at this as well. Can you see the dark side? And then it's like a haze to the right-hand side, all this. Very strange line. Another fantastic capture, proving there is something seriously wrong with our skies. Another kind subscriber from Montana, and he states from the northeast he was picking up a pink haze in the sky. Very strong. Now, that is a true image. You can see this, can't you, on the screen? Huge pink light source. Now, I believe, again, this is coming from Wormwood. We're going to see a lot of problems with our weather patterns in the future, and also on the ground. Earthquakes, everything is just going to become more erratic through the years, and weather and news media channels will still try and blame it on other things. Global warming is a complete hoax, because other celestial bodies in our solar system are heating up as well. Everything is heating up. Even the soul. I mean, look at this. Let's go to the next image. This is this pink haze again that's been zoomed out. You can see on the photograph. I mean, it is 100%. There is a huge reflection that's out there. Now, nobody in the past had seen these reflections, they are here now and much stronger than any other year. So thank you for these photographs. Okay, so I'm going to show you this image as well now, because I find this very overwhelming, because we can see again that pink haze in the sky, and this image has to be shown out to everybody, because look at the two colours, the Sol and also this pink haze. They are cloaking an object. Now, I've looked through lots of different webcams this afternoon as well, and I've noticed that the skies are dimming, and also a lot of webcams being turned off. NASA cams and also other high definition webcams. They seem to darken the screen as well. They blank the screen off when you're going through the footage, and it is parts of the day as well where you will catch something in the skies. But still, we've still got to carry on, haven't we, to show the proof. Now, again, I've got lots and lots of images to deal through, and I just want to get this video out to all of you. So it is very important to keep showing footage, and also to learn how to prepare for this disaster, because it is going to be a huge event. Also, again, I apologise if the videos on the information from the subscribers that they sent in cut out. It's only because, again, because signal can be weak when the emails come through. They can stop and start. So again, I will get that rectified. So this video was very interesting, but what I'll do is I'm working on a documentary and another video shortly, as there's hundreds of images still coming in showing the skies have changed, and it is again very important to explain information of how to prep and prepare for this. Now, I'm going to also try and speak to a pilot. Now, I said this before in another video, to try and catch some information off a pilot, to try and do a recording as well for all of us, to hear what he says about chemtrailing, because they must be concerned as well, seeing those other planes spraying close to their flight area, because it is dangerous, isn't it? So please take care, and I'll be back very shortly. From Matt Rogers. Just enjoying a normal day. You can see the reflection as well from the yellow sun. I mean, these people are just having a nice day on the beach, and there is no chemtrail activity. Look at the skies. Look at the blueness of the skies, and also the reflection of the sun, the Sol. Everything looks just normal. Okay, we've got footage here from Los Angeles in New York. Now, this footage was taken in 1984. You can see the skies haven't been chemtrailed. There's no red haze in the sky. No chemtrails at all. Again, you can see clearly that the skies are just blue. There's no haze. There's no activity at all. There's no of the white object up there in the skies or shadows. Again, these are genuine photograph of images and also videos of the skies from the past. Look again, blue skies. Yes, it's the evening skies you can see now, but no chemtrail. You can see on the screen, can't you, that I've got my graphic up on the screen. It's just that I do a lot of music as well, like editing and mixing as well. So I'm just sorting out my sounds as I'm going through the video. So again, please enjoy this next piece of footage. Okay, we've got a video that's coming as well from Rio de Janeiro. I mean, look at the skies. Can you see how blue and nice and no shadows, no chemtrails? Now, this is going back a long time, many years back, and you can just see how evident everything looks healthy, no chemtrails. Everything there on the screen is just the way it should be now. Can you see as well the reflection on the buildings, just normal colour of the sun? Look at all the normal natural clouds, no chemtrails, blue skies, everything is fine. But now we have reflections in our skies, and I believe to this day we have wormwood that's coming closer to our Earth because we are... And welcome back, it's Matt Rogers. It's the 4th of the 10th, 2017, Now, I've got a couple of videos that have just come in from kind subscribers from different parts of the world. I've got one from the 1930s, from Rio de Janeiro, from a kind subscriber, gentleman. And also I've got a lady subscriber as well, sent footage in from Monaco, from the 1980s. And other footage for the UK as well from another kind subscriber, showing the skies were a lot different back in the day, and also the blueness of the sky, no shadows, no chemtrails, just normal cloudings and light skies. And also I've got fantastic images from all across the world to show you that our skies have changed. So please again enjoy this video, and I'll be back very shortly. Okay, this first piece of footage has come in by Ruby from Monaco, and you can see the skies are absolutely clear on this vintage video from the 1980s. No chemtrails, just blue skies, no shadows, no red haze, no reflections. Just a bright sunny day. You can see clearly on the buildings, everything looks natural. Look at the skies, just very blue and very bright. As our soul, the sun, is just behaving the way it is. Look again, the blue skies and the cloud system as well. Everything is just right on this video, and we just want our skies back the way it is. You can see again the cloud systems, and this also kind subscriber zooms into the clouds and then zooms back out. As you can see on the video that's going to happen now. You can see them clouds, can't you? Okay, so that was very interesting, wasn't it, seeing that video footage of clear skies in Monaco back in the 1980s. Now I'm going to show you a video that's come in by another kind subscriber from Rio de Janeiro from the 1930s. You can still see blue skies, no chemtrailing and no dark haze as well, just normal sky system. Now also I'm seeing huge shadows, where far too many chemtrails that are pulling the wool. They're hiding something that's up there. As you can see on the screen here, everything is absolutely perfectly fine. Look at the beautiful skies on this image. Okay, we saw that footage, didn't we, from Rio de Janeiro there. Now, that is a long time ago, and the skies were just beautiful like they should be now, but again, we've got these huge shadows, haven't we? Red reflections from either side of the soul, proving something is coming. And again, I'm going to show you some footage from the UK from the 1960s to the 1970s. So please watch the skies on this short video clip. Okay, you can see on this next video clip as well of the UK, and this is back in the 1960s. And also, can you tell that people look happy, they look well, they look cheerful in this video clip, as now these days people look more depressed and anxious. No chemtrails,